Crafters, it's me, Jen Evers with Quality Crafts. And surprise, I'm back coordinating the Besties YouTube design team. And I'm super excited. I mean, sometimes you just need to drop something you love to get some really intense things in your life worked out so that you can go back to the thing that you love, God willing, and it's still open and they'll have you back. So I'm really, really thrilled to be back on the Besties team coordinating that. And that's the YouTube, so you'll see more videos. And so I'm going to do my September project for you today, and I'm going to tackle something that I don't normally do, because if you know me, I make cards, but I'm going to tackle recycling, upcycling a box by adding paper to it, and I already cheated because I added one side of the paper just to make sure it was a go, so I wouldn't completely mess it up. So let's go down to the desk and get started. So this is basically the before photo. This is the cute image I'm using today, and I always write on the back what they are. This is image 193. Should be listed in the description box below, so if you love her, you know exactly where to get her. I've already pre-colored her ahead of time and picked out my paper patterns, and here's what the box used to look like, all like red, white, and blue, and with a red ribbon. And I chose some pink and some green leafy ones. So I've already done one side. As I said, I cheated because I didn't want to get on the video, and this isn't something I normally do. I didn't want to get on the video and have the paper not be working out. So I'm just going to show you how I did that. I have a couple more pieces already pre-cut, and this is another. So two sides are going to be completely pink like that, and then the other two sides are going to have like these little hearts on them. So instead of trying to measure and make it a complete nightmare for myself, I just went ahead and made sure that the piece went all around the entire side of the box. And then I just put the glue directly on the box. So some of this I'll speed up, and some of this I'll just do on camera so you can see how exactly I did it. So you might not be able to see it all because I'm panned out as far as I can possibly get. And I'm just using my ATG gun to put tape, focusing mostly on the edges. And then I'm going to put a bunch in the middle, of course, because I want the whole thing to stay, to stick and to stay. I oversized the paper because, as you can tell on the other one, I wanted to come in and cover up this lip that comes in, and I wanted a little bit to go overlap on the bottom of the box. And then like this red one went over the top, I'll put another piece over the top if I feel it's really needed. So the tape is on this side. I'm going to flip it over and line it up the best I can with about an inch on the bottom and the top, and about a quarter to a half an inch on the side, and just give it a press. And if it's not exact, I'm not too worried about that because I'm going to be putting tissue paper on the inside. And then this is what I did. I just went ahead and cut these at an angle. Not that you'd have to. I guess you cut them straight on, but this way it covers the whole inside lip here. And then I gave it a press so that I knew that it was going to go up. And then a little push on the inside here to make those flaps go down and meet the other side, if that makes any sense at all. And then I'm just going to put some more ATG tape on. For some reason, I am not seeing it stick there. Oh, there we go. Now I got it. Now I'm just going to put some on the corners so those stick too. Okay, so ATG, I'm going to push this down on the bottom too. This part gets bent. The ATG is not the best way to go about this, but it stayed on the other side, so I'm not too worried about it. And then the bottom will get taped down here. It's better if you can run the ATG tape on a certain side here. And sometimes it sticks. This has kind of a shiny coating on it, so sometimes the glue sticks and sometimes it doesn't. Like I said, a lot of this stuff I believe will get covered up, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. And then I'll just go, I want to make sure I cut these the same way I did the other side. Well, these are going to go over this way. So I'm going to cut them this way. I'm sorry if I'm not always in frame. I'm kind of a fish out of the water doing this sort of thing because I'm used to just doing cards. I'm going to cut this side too. Okay, and then for these two sides here, I couldn't get the ATG tape on there the way I really wanted it. Let me just give it one more go. Yeah, it's so close. I just glued these with wet adhesive, so I thought maybe the shiny part, it wouldn't accept the wet adhesive, but it totally did. Oh, I'm going to put wet adhesive over the whole thing, even the tabs on the end. And then fold it over and get that tab on the inside there. Gosh, I'm sorry, I keep bumping the camera. And then making sure that that covers the whole side. But I guess bending it and making sure that it gets, there's no bubbles and it's not popping up is just my goal. This is the whole reason why I did this, that one side, whoops, almost put the glue on the wrong side, that one side first just to make sure that this was going to work out, because I'm versed in a lot of different crafting things, but some things I just don't do a lot of or haven't tried it just because. To me, this is more multimedia than I'm used to. So I'm going to put a whole bunch of more stuff on this. So I might have to do a fast forwarding unless you guys want to watch an hour-long video of me putting all this together. But before I move on here, that's going to stay. I'm going to do the other two sides. I'm not going to make you watch that, but I'm going to get rid of this ribbon. I'm just going to cut this one side, and then I'm going to pull this out and pull it all the way out. And I'm going to add my own ribbon later, something that'll match the project. So there you can see that the two sides are completely covered with paper right on the bottom and covering up that lip. And now I'll move on and I'll show you some more parts that I put together. I'm at the point where I want to add my ribbon. I've got all my papers on, and not quite all, because I made a little mistake here. I decided I didn't want the flaps coming up, so I'm going to put another piece of paper and, you know, stuff to cover that up, no big deal. But in order to get this through those tiny little holes, I'm going to go ahead and just, I cut these to a nice sharp point, and then I'm going to do this so that it doesn't, can you tell I'm not a smoker? Just so that it doesn't unravel as I'm trying to get it through the hole. So one has to go in sideways this way, and then this one comes up and around, and it has to go in from the outside in, because when I tie them, they're going to be on the inside, so that when I fill it full of paper and stuff for the gifting, that you don't see that. So this is why I needed a really pointy hole, or pointy thing to go through the little hole, because they're not very big. Okay. So I'm going to pull this through a little bit further so I can get a nice tight knot in here. And I don't have to tie it more than once, I think, just because I don't want it to slip out accidentally. And the same on this side. Oops, I missed. So let's just undo this one. And try it again. Shouldn't have been so hasty in my tying, huh? Just thought it would grip, but it didn't. There we go. Okay. So my handle isn't very high, and I'm okay with that because I just didn't want it really long. I'm going to go ahead and cut this again. Maybe cut a little bit off of this one, and so that they don't unravel again. And without starting my box on fire, I'm just going to quickly touch the ends of those again with that flame. There. Good enough. So I want to add a little bit more to that. I was thinking about adding this really pretty purple. but it doesn't really go with her, so I found another lighter pink, so I'm going to adding that later. So I wanted to give you guys a really good look at this before I sign off. I did put this on a really piece of heavy cardboard so that it wouldn't flop over or fall off. And then I added some extra trims that you didn't see in the process video and a couple of extra flowers. And then the tissue paper coordinates really well with everything that she's wearing, the colors I used to color her. Well, I really hope that you enjoyed my return to the Besties coordinator position project. And just remember that all the besties on our team, we post every Saturday and Sunday throughout the month. So I hope you'll catch some of them. Their names are all in the description so you can find them easily. And I'll see you guys next video.